Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, this is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
It is a pretty hot late summer afternoon here in the South Bay as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense coming out here for the first time, led by their quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo, 5th season with the 49ers, 8th overall in the National Football League.
Athletic, accurate, strong arm, knows how to make something out of nothing, and is also an excellent leader.
On first down, Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. Still 15 yards to go, second down. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Deebo Samuel was a revelation for the 49ers in their run to the NFC Championship in his rookie year of 2019. Injuries kept him to just 7 games last year, but he brings a dimension of creativity when he's out on the field, and he makes a nice catch there for a first down.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Room to run again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 35 yards for Raheem Mostert. And the Niners have taken the early lead. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. No return here for Richard, and that will bring the ball out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders getting ready to go to work for the first time, and they're led by their quarterback in his 8th season now in silver and black, Derek Carr.
And the rumors were pretty strong that teams asked about him in the offseason. But for once, got a pretty firm not available from the Raiders. Now in his 8th season as a Raider, still yet to appear in a playoff game. But last year, really solid numbers again. A 3rd straight 4,000-yard campaign, 27 touchdowns, just 9 interceptions, and the highest analytical rating of his career. Derek Carr is one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
No tight end had more catches in 2020 than Darren Waller with 107. The 3rd most by a tight end in history. Maybe we should just take the label off and call him an outstanding receiver.
Carr now on 1st down. And Waller taking it in over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To throw is Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. 1st down Raiders, Carr to Waller. Here's Carr to throw. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The pass pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up third down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Javon Kinlaw breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Carr.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So after after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Taken from just outside the 30.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Here we go. Well, here we go.
On first and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
They'll run for it. Sermon.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Switch. 21. Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo to throw.
They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Are you serious?
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Carr going to leave this for Drake on the draw.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
They run it with Jacobs. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 44, Carr.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. White.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And he gets it down to the 32. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk. 32 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Gold to add the extra point. make this a 16-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And this is incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. This returnable for Ayuk. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw a fine first half from quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for... Quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Carr now on first down. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Oh, man, you can't do that.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
To throw, it's Carr. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Niners will go on offense first and 10. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10 at their own 44. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's airing it out for Sanu. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On third and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, it's Lance. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and that'll bring up second down. Again, it's Lance. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Throwing his lance on third down. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Sermon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Well, I was thinking this was 4-down territory, but now they go backwards 3 yards. I don't think so anymore.
Yeah, and the head coach is saying, what do you think, to the offensive coordinator? You know what he's saying back? Coach, I don't have that play on my sheet. Send in the field goal kicker.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Lance going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. No return here for Richard, and that will bring the ball out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
on first down. It's Carr. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Carr going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And Bryan Edwards, the third of 3 high draft picks the Raiders used on receivers last year, if you count Lynn Bowden. They got him in the 3rd round out of South Carolina. A big, strong, physical receiver. They expect more catches like the one we just saw there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Carr now to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Yeah, Sega Odyssey. Oh, you're talking to real hacking. Oh, I don't know. But yeah, EA should shut down. It sucks. It's the same game every year. I hate it. I hate it. You pay for the rosters.
And that is going
That's
to
it.
do it.
You pay for the rosters. It's like the Players Association contract that they got with EA Sports. Oh, I said that. I said too much. I said too much. But I love my Niners, and whenever I think they're going to be good, I usually buy the game. So I think they're going to be good.
Throwing now is Carr.
Oh!
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return here is at the
Health.
35-yard line.
Health is important.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good
But I'm excited about my boy Trey.
Fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with
On first down, Lance. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Now Lance. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance.
This one caught by Kittle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for 28 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me,
yeah, there should be more than
go ahead and put
2K.
the
There should be 2K, Sega 2K. Somebody else should get the player
fingers.
contracts. But yeah, Madden seems to dominate that. It's like that's all you pay for. They don't inherently change the game. I've had like the last 4 years of this game, and all I'm paying for is the roster. And it's not even current. Like, I have to do so much doctoring to the roster to try to get a realistic look. Oh shit.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Play clock
See,
down to 5, and they're
that's
gonna burn
rookie
timeout.
shit. Rookie
It's just
shit.
their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Now Lance again.
That's Samuel, caught left side.
7 yards the pick up there. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Mostert.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Throwing now is Lance.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man Ruggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st down, Carr. Looking for Ruggs again, and he's got him again.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Here's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there. From the 36, Carr. He dumps it off to Dre. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now Carr. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. And now Waller going to have a chance to run this. And look at this, for the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Carr, got to have this one. Able to find Waller, that's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Raheem
Mostert, and the Niner offense getting the football back.
And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 37. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They go with Jacobs, and he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. San Francisco's offense returns to the field, and a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Lance, a give now to Sermon.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Switch it, come on, switch it. 38, Black's left, check, pink. Hatch it.
They run. Here's Sermon.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Here we go.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he'll get him a first down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that'll be checked down to Drake. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. So the victory here for San Francisco. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
So this was the last preseason game for the 49ers in 2021. I kept all the starters in because preseason's so stupid. But I switched out Trey on purpose because I think that's exactly what they're going to do on Sunday. I don't know anything about the Raiders. I don't like the Traders. I feel like they're going to leave Las Vegas as soon as that stadium becomes uncomfortable. It's already uncomfortable. It absolutely is. I don't know why. There was no parking figured out all along. Everybody in Vegas was like, you're going to put it there? And games are on Sunday? Huh. But yeah. It should be interesting because the Raiders and the 49ers have not met for a very long time. There was a fight. In fact, I'm going to go out on a limb here and maybe somebody can correct me in the chat there. There hasn't been a 49er Raider game at Levi's Stadium yet. I could be wrong. I don't think there has been. It's possible. It's certainly possible. I could be wrong. I'm just, my feeling, my gut is telling me that the 49ers and Raiders haven't played since Candlestick Park. I mean, they played in the regular season, and both teams sucked, and I'm not really sure you can count that one. It was like a regular season game. Sorry. I really don't think that there's been a game of significance at all between the two of them in the past 7 years. In Las Vegas, the Niners will not play a significant game against the Raiders, barring a Super Bowl being played here or 2027. Because the next time the 49ers and Raiders play, the 49ers have the home game again. And I'd really like to go see my 49ers for the first time ever at the Oakland. As soon as they get mad at the Las Vegas people, which won't be for a while, it'll be at least 4 or 5 years. And they'll be like, this stadium isn't up to standard. We don't like it anymore. The traffic is terrible. Like I say, like every person in Vegas, like, why would you put it there? And you had a whole year with COVID. You never got tested until Garth Brooks, until Millennium, and until Guns N' Roses, and then until the Mandalay Bay shooter showed up. Like, you never had a contingency plan for any of those things. Everybody's just walking across I-15. It's like Elon Musk, dig a hole, bitch. Dig a hole. So yeah, I ain't no fucking Raider fan, even though I live in Las Vegas. Raheem, the Mostarati. $7.1. If you got fantasy football, Raheem Mostert. Raheem Mostert. And if you got like a backup, Trey Sermon. Yeah, Josh Jacobs gonna be he's gonna be some damage though. He's a good player. Waller is a beast. Waller is an absolute beast. He's such a great story too, because he's come from some bad situations, and dude, he's balled. But nobody's balling like my boy Debo. That's my ball, punk. That's my bike, punk. Look at that, 580. Kittle. Beast. 15, dude. Come on. Most of that was from Trey. This guy's a stud right here. Henry Ruggs, he's a stud. And Renfro. Ayuk too. There's gonna be big thing. See, this is just a preseason game with just playing all the starters, except for I switched out Trey. Let's see what a sack situation looks like. Look at that. Dude, my third team defensive line is better than 20 of the teams in the NFL. Can't fuck with it. 49ers are going to be fucking, they're going to be exciting. They're going to be fun to watch. They're going to play close games. They're going to win some games. They're going to have some drama, I'm sure. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be real fun. I'm really excited to have fans back in the stadium. So, closer to week 1, I'll play a live stream of the, Detroit week 1 game. I think about starting a franchise, but I don't want to bore people on this channel. I do love my 49ers. It's important to me. I do love them. And I like sharing it on this channel because of my love of the 49ers. Since 1984, bitch. So, if you don't like it, unsubscribe. If you do like it, hey, hit the thumbs up button. Ring the bell. Ding, ding, dong. Ding, 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 dong. Pepper,